Veronica from Veronica's Ventures. I wanted to post to go live, but I lost my nerve, and I've been struggling on whether or not to record this, and I'm probably going to struggle on whether or not to post it. Because it's tough to admit that sometimes I still have tough days. And it's been a while since I made one of these heart-to-hearts. It really, I feel kind of like an imposter, a poser sometimes, because I make these videos about, you know, getting organized and being productive and going out there and living the best version of my life. And sometimes that's really hard to do. Like, I don't know if you can tell, I'm still in my pajamas and my glasses. Now, I've been working in my recliner, but since I kind of sleep here sometimes because of my recent surgeries, I'm kind of technically still in bed. So, I don't know, today has not been the best version of my last life ever, and I certainly didn't venture forth and make joy for myself or somebody else, but the day's not over yet, and I have been somewhat productive. I finished some tasks that I had on my to-do list for today, but I kind of wanted to come on here because I don't want you to think that it's so easy to get over stuff. Like, people like me still have struggles, and you still have to just do your best and give yourself grace. And for those of you who had suffered trauma or have PTSD, it's complex PTSD, but that's not technically a diagnosis because it's not in that big book of diagnoses. But basically, like, people who have early childhood trauma, it actually changes the way your brain works. It rewires your brain, and it's visible on image scans, so I'm not totally nuts. Like, psychological, emotional, all that trauma actually causes damage to your brain, and it changes the way your brain works. And there's neuroscience behind it. A lot of what I'm going through in therapy right now and EMDR and things like that, it's kind of like retraining my brain to work around those dead zones to create a new neural network that supports me in a positive way. I just wanted to add one more thing. The reason I talk about the neuroscience behind brain or psychological trauma is not because I'm looking for any sort of sympathy, but because I want other people out there to know that it's not something you just get over. Like, I've had people say it to me, like, why can't you just get over that? Your life is good now. And which is true. I have, you know, a loving husband, a great family, a nice place to live. I'm pursuing my passions. My life is good now. I acknowledge that. And that makes me happy. But there is, like, for me, it's a struggle, and I'm still working on it. And it's not because I don't want to be happy, and it's not because I'm not choosing joy. It's because I'm literally retraining my brain to work on the happiness component and not automatically default to all of the negative stuff that's been kind of programmed in there. I'm basically rewriting my hard drive. I don't know how else to put it. That was a lot of information without getting too personal, and I'm sorry if I'm being too vague, but I guess I just wanted to go on here and let you know that even though I really am working on being the best version of myself, and a lot of really good things have happened to me lately, on an emotional, psychological level, like, I still struggle sometimes. I still have to get dressed and go for a run at some point today. That's gonna be tough. I really don't know what else to say, but I don't know. I guess if you're struggling or know somebody who's struggling, just know that you're not alone. There's lots of websites out there that help, and I hope that I can be of support and of help in some way or another. Not too long ago, actually, just several months ago, if that, a good friend of my oldest's, whom she met online, committed suicide, and that was really tragic. And my oldest is even having a really hard time on it. And I don't, for those of you who are out there and are young and are going through shit, like, it does get better, I promise. Doesn't mean it's easy, but it does get better, and it's worth it, and don't give up. Anyway, guys, sorry for rambling, and hopefully I post this. But I'll talk to you soon. Bye.
Those 5-minute runs almost killed me. Week 4 has 5-minute runs.